Hey there, welcome back guys. In this video we're going to be experimenting with the POI effect. That's right, we get to have the drone go this way or that way around the whole object of desire. In this particular case it's going to be a building. So without any further ado, let's get started. So in case you're wondering, right, about how to do the POI effect in front of a building, now we've got better lighting because it's overcast. Remember, before going north, south, east, or west, you want to make sure you're in an ideal height that's avoiding all obstacles, okay? Knowing that, moving forward, make sure that you launch the Air Aware application. We're just going to let the drone hover for a little bit just to make sure that everything works out just right for you. And remember, make sure there aren't any TFRs, right? Or any other restrictions or ordinances in town. And then knowing that and moving forward, then you are good to go and golden. And always take a screenshot of your, what do you call it? Your flight launch indicator thingy when you use Air Aware, okay? Knowing that, moving forward, I'm checking my height. 130 feet, and we are golden. We're in normal mode, so now we are just going to go ahead a little bit, and if you walk, make sure you update your home point, okay? And then we're just going to record a video here. Start recording right about here, and you don't have to be in front of the building. You could be right about here. See, it looks like we're in front. Looks like we're close, but we're not. See, if you look at the map, we're not even anywhere near the building. That's another reason why you want, it's hard to gauge the depth and perception with this thing, because it looks like you're close, but you're not. But ideally, if I wanted to get this shot of the building, I have to be far away. And this is not the one that I want. But I'll show you guys another trick. And watch for birds. Birds have no mercy for you or your drone. They look pretty, just keep away from them. Looks like high schoolers are out to lunch. Just checking my height. I want a little bit of that. I don't want to move back a little bit. And then right about there. And then I want to get that right angle because I'm going to use this. And then now see, tap over the building, and then I'm going to press POI. See, it's there, but now it can go left, right. Ideally, I probably want to go this way, okay, towards the right. And you can adjust the speed, but it's going to take off, start, once you let go. And then just leave some buffer on where you want it to start, too, because sometimes it might bounce or glitch, and then you might have to have your start point a little bit before the building instead of after, so that you can get the bumps out. And that's happened before previously, and it also happened in the field. So now it's just going to do the POI effect. It doesn't tell you how long it's going to take because it's not a mission, but ideally you can speed it up or slow it down. But we just want it to be a nice, smooth experience, and just be on the lookout for anything that might get in the way or go bump, especially in the night. In the night, you're pretty much good, golden. You just have to worry about nothing really. Bats, which rarely in this area, but during the day, you really got to watch out for the birds and your battery life. Make sure you got enough battery. So ideally, we could have probably done this a little bit faster, but that's fine. It's doing what it's doing. Make sure you're at the right height. Make sure you know what's exactly around this area, because remember, there are poles, trees, mountains, hills, landscapes that cause your drone to go bump in the night or day. So as you can see, we're at 251 feet, X miles away. We can still see it because I'm on the corner, and my spot where I live is basically open to everything. So all I have to do is just watch the drone and reception, which isn't so bad. But except that's moving a little bit slower, but we can always speed that up in our post-production and Final Cut. But I'm going to show you a little trick after this, how you can actually make this a waypoint mission, which is really cool. Again, we're at 78%. If we had it go faster, we'd be done. But yeah, this is our first POI effect with the Mavic 4 Pro, as you can see. And this is great because we can actually turn this into a waypoint mission so that we could fly this right at night. And it'll fly the same route, and then you can create a cool transition video. And the way you would do that is we'd press right there. See how that blue line is? That blue line will be your guide for marking your waypoints. And in case you're wondering, see, we'll have a full 360 circle. Kind of neat, huh? And then you'll just mark the waypoints. And we'll choose waypoint 1 to where probably Glen Avenue is. And then voila. And then you'll be able to fly this mission if you liked it, if you liked the way this one came out. Then leave it, and then we're going to stop it probably as it goes over the that particular part of town and completes the full circle, right? And then we'll bring it back home. So we'll stop this POI effect, but we're going to you'll see. I'll show you. It'll all make sense in the beginning and end. And then I just want to make sure. See, and there it is. We are full circle, and I will stop it right about, I'll let it go all the way. And remember, you can't get full control of your drone until you are out of the POI menu, okay? And then now, right about now, we stopped it, and then we go to Spotlight Search. Now we're back here. I don't want that tracking information on there. And then now what we'll do is we'll bring the drone back home. Make sure before you go back home that you're at the right height. 285 feet is fine. Actually, before we go back home, we can stop this recording, right? Because we already got our POI effect. But what I want is to put it into camera mode. Take a photo. It says I got some good lighting. It's a little dark, but that's okay. I want to right about, make sure you're not too high or too low, because remember, there aren't any people there because that's a parking lot. And then now, right about there. Could go a little bit lower, because remember, 254 feet is not too high, but I do like to make sure that before I head home, I'm around a good height. Could go a little bit closer. Get that out of the way. And remember, see, we're not even anywhere near the building. But that's the only downside to this drone, is the depth and perception that you get with it when you think like, oh my God, I'm so close, but you're not. So you just have to gauge your bearings and then, do it that way. And somewhat centered. Now I'm just going to lift the drone up, bring it up a little bit. That's just my habit. That's what I like to do when I bring it back home. And now, home point is right over there at the corner. And then I run into the same issue when coming home because, I think I'm home, but I'm not home. Watch. Here, I'll show you. I'm going to bring it here. I'm going to bring the drone right over my head. And then you think it's over your head, but it's probably not. So right about here, it's over my head, right? And it's below the house. So you see, you're never going to get that. Although it looks like I'm in the street. Anyway, on that note, what we're going to do is we're going to bring the drone, probably land it, right?
Kind of neat, huh? A little disappointing that they took away the feature where if you flew the drone from here to wherever your friend's house or wherever's house, whatever route you flew was traceable so that you could actually make a waypoint mission out of it. So then the tracks are there. You can see the tracks, but as soon as you tap it to create a waypoint mission, because hey, I like that route that I just flew. It doesn't work like that anymore. Maybe they'll bring it back because in previous videos I was able to fly around the building or let the POI effect do what it's going to do and then leave this little trail, breadcrumbs trail. I was like, oh wow, that's so cool. I like that. I like what it just did. And now I could save it that way by creating the waypoints and then go back at night and fly the same mission. Now in order to fly the same mission, take note of your height and your distance, how far you are from that particular object, and then let the POI effect go in, and you might get close to similar experience, if not better. But nothing beats being able to have the waypoint mission do it for you, especially at night. But that's okay. Just, do it the other way with the POI effect, and then make sure you're the same height and distance as you were during the day, and you want to be that same positioning at night until there's a work around it. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Kind of neat, huh? Gotta love it. Hope that this video helped you. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below, or ideas for other videos. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you all next time.